places. Is it getting cold? Different kinds of faces, some young and some are old. Take me down to earth. We run green, keep our teeth nice and clean. See our friends, see the sights, feel alright. We wake up, we go out, smoke a bag, put it out, see our friends.
Why do they need a sound check? You can hear them in Exeter.
Hey, she didn't want you picking her up in the first place. Right, she's quite happy to get on the back of Danny's bike.
No way. Anyway, we were passing.
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you know when our boat comes in, do you think I might get my own tray of chips?
Of course. Anyway, it might be sooner than you think.
Why?
That guy's coming tomorrow. The one looking for somewhere to put his mobile phone mast. Tony said Bill Hartstaff's making a fortune from the two on his land.
Well, what Tony says doesn't usually turn out that easy, does it?
Well, you never know. Might be right this time. Got that back of the net. Right, go and get Becky.
You said you wouldn't.
Did I?
That's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.
Who's that bloke?
Works for a cruise company. Wants our contact number.
Why?
Says he can put work our way.
And what'd you say to him?
Here's our number.
Was that all?
That's all he asked for.
It sounded great.
Yeah, it sounded better at the festival. That's what you should have said to him.
Have you nearly finished?
Will you manage without me now?
Suppose we'll have to, won't we? Lover boy.
How old are you now, Danny?
19, a couple of months.
19, eh? Soon out your teenage years. Time to focus on the future.
Yeah,
Make some goals.
suppose so.
Got any goals, have you?
Well, I want to pay off the loan on my bike.
Yeah, good. Well, sound move. I was thinking more about your career.
Oh, right.
You happy here?
I reckon so, yeah.
Well, perhaps it's time I should give you a few more responsibilities.
How do you mean?
Saying the running of things. Don't worry, I mean, it'll come with a pay rise and everything.
Yeah?
Yeah. You really should be thinking about putting some money into a good pension scheme.
A pension. You can have him running a mile, darling.
Frankie.
Who'd you come by? I accepted him as a settlement of a debt, you know. But he's done a riding school.
What? The one that's just gone bust?
I got there just before the liquidators arrived.
What you going to do with him now?
Well,
Good question.
Oh, hello, Jackie. Well, I thought Adam might be interested.
Tony hasn't realised, Gus, that Emma's interests have moved on to other animals. There's a surprise. So, what happened in court?
3-year ban. No, rotten luck, that. What do you mean? 3 times over the limit, I was lucky not to go down.
What your partner's going to say about you being off the road?
They won't give a damn now.
Why not?
He's retiring.
Oh, don't be so silly. You've got years left in you.
It was nice of you to say so, but a vet who can't drive is no use to man or beast.
Well, Mrs. Luscombe isn't going to like that.
Who's Mrs. Luscombe?
She's got a very poorly cat.
I'm sorry to hear it, but cat doctors are 10 a penny. If she calls again, tell her I'm hors de combat. Finished. Now, let's knock the top off some fizz. Hey, hang on, Gus. What about me pony?
Another band dropped out.
He wants us to go and audition on the ship.
He's desperate.
Yeah, we're not exactly experienced enough to be on-board entertainers, are we?
Look, cruise ship for 2 months. Sun, sea, bed and board, and who knows what.
Calling out bingo numbers and dancing with old grannies, that's what.
We can't go if you don't.
But you won't go, because he's under Becky's thumb.
Oh, don't talk stupid.
So what's your problem, then?
Come on, Danny boy. He'll be a laugh.
All right.
Zelt.
Am I right to be the one to tell Becky?
Yeah, well, then don't. There's no point telling her until we know we've got the gig, and then I'll tell her. All right?
Sounds like it could be a laugh.
Yeah, well, anything would be better than listening to Matt go on about careers and pensions.
What?
The guy's here from the mast company. Come and meet him. Do you want one of these?
No, it's fine.
Here we go. Frankie, Steve.
What are you doing here?
Steve's here to tell us about the mobile phone mast and possibly using this farm as
I had no idea.
You two know each other?
Yeah. It's been a while. What, 3, 4 years?
5. 5 at least. I've told you about Steve. Remember?
Steve? You're Steve.
Things have changed a bit since then. A few more grey hairs for a start.
And a nice car.
Well, I was lucky. Things took off for me.
So you're here to make our fortune for us, are you?
Well, it's early days and hardly a fortune. But we want to find land in the area for a mast site and pay an annual rent for it.
And how much would that be, roughly?
Around £5,000 a year. The lease will be for 10 years, and you, as landowners, can be paid a lump sum in advance.
Hang on, don't phone must come with health warnings.
No. There's nothing to suggest mast cause any ill effects.
It's not what I've read.
We all know how newspapers like to whip up a panic.
So you're saying it's 100% safe, yeah?
No. No one can say that. Not about all masts, but, you know, I've been doing it for years and I reckon I'm all right. Why don't I leave you two to think about it?
Well, that was a bit of a shock.
Did it show?
Not really. Well, we don't have to do this. We tell him not interested.
Matt, we need the money. All right, you know that.
Yeah. Why should we do him any favours, especially after the way he treated you?
Matt, it's history. It was a long time ago. Anyway, if it wasn't for the way that he treated me, then I'd never met you, would I?
True.
Well, the deal he's offering us is half our annual profit. We really can't turn it down.
Hello there. Can I help?
This is Silverdale.
Yes?
Oh, then I'm right. And I see they're offering B&B.
Absolutely. First class.
Oh, expensive, is it?
Oh, no. Everything is first class, except the price.
Oh.
Allow me.
Thank you. I'm a bit stiff, I'm afraid.
Have you come far?
Oh, fair distance. But I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be here. Just as I remember it.
You've been here before?
Oh, yes. That was my room.
Is it the same?
No. No, it's very swanky now. They'd made us this cozy. We'd never have gone out to work. What else do you like besides football?
Telly on the pictures, but they don't let me watch all the time.
Oh, rationed is it? Well, I expect they know what's best for you.
If Lucy doesn't want to see a film, they won't take me. It's not fair.
Bob was feeling a bit frisky, so he said to his wife, Janice, how about tonight if we swap positions? She said, OK. She said, you stand behind the ironing board and I'll fall asleep on the sofa.
Mr. Jackson.
Ah, Mrs. Luscombe. How are you?
Not too bad, but Brenda's another story.
Ah, Brenda.
I got so desperate I had to phone here. At first I got a rather nice lady, but then a rude man with what sounded like a foreign accent.
That'll be one of them call centres.
The thing is, Mrs. Luscombe, I've retired.
You can't. Brenda won't be touched by anyone else. You're the only one who can relax her.
Oh, go on, Gus. You've got all your stuff in the car.
So I have. All right, I'll have a look. Just this once, mind.
Do you have family of your own?
2 sons. Both married with children. But they live a fair way away, so I don't get to see them as often as I'd like. Oh, I can smell the sea.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It does seem fresher in the evenings.
I met a seaman when I was working here. 1944. Happiest year of my life. John Soper. He was a member of the local lifeboat crew.
Oh, man in uniform. Never fails, does it?
He was rather dashing, yes. My first love.
Not your last, though.
No. I went on to marry a very decent chap. But I never forgot John. He was married, you see.
Oh.
Said he loved me as much as I loved him. But we knew his wife would never agree to a divorce.
So have you seen him since?
No, I suppose that's why I've come. Try and find out what happened to him. Maybe even see him again. Silly, really.
No. Go on, no, it's not silly at all.
Well, I'm off to bed. Been a long day and I got an early start in the morning. I'll say good night then.
Night, Rose.
Night.
Found out what she's up to?
Yeah. She's trying to track down the man she fell in love with 60 years ago.
Well, promise me, if I ever get lost, don't wait that long to try and find me. She really shouldn't be driving that car.
I know. And you shouldn't be jumping the gun over this contract.
What do you mean?
Ordering new tractor parts.
Frankie. Who told you?
Who do you think? Come on, don't tempt fate.
Well, you're only jealous you didn't get your order in before me.
I know. I've always wanted my own rotavator.
Summer's here, but I'm just sitting in my room. I sit and wonder if you think of me as I think of you. I'm lost without you, don't know what I'm gonna do. And now that you're gone, I don't know if I can carry on. I'm sorry about the things that I've done. I know that it was all before it started.
What's his name? Buster?
Very fitting. Seeing where he came from. Yeah, but the good thing is they came with a full service history, vet reports and all that. Do you like him, love?
Yeah, he's Bill. Can I ride him?
Of course you can, if your dad says it's all right. Emma, will you hold him, love?
Oh, thanks, Dad.
All right, go on.
Yay!
How much?
Let's not talk money.
How much?
300 quid. With batteries.
What's he doing here?
Morning.
Hi. Matt's not here.
Oh,
Is it important?
no. It can wait. For you. With apologies for giving you such a shock yesterday.
Business gift. Very nice. Tax deductible?
And for Matt.
Thanks.
Can I come in?
Yeah. Grandad, you remember Steve?
Steve? Yes, of course.
Hello, Wilson. How are you?
I'm well, fine, thank you.
Steve's here on business.
Well, in that case, I'd better make myself scarce.
No, Grandad, you're fine. Stay.
No, I'll go see how Rose is getting on with the car.
Good to see you again. He looks well. So do you.
Is this something you wanted?
Well, from a business point of view, I'd like to lose the bad atmosphere between us. But I guess that's unlikely.
Probably. Flowers or no flowers.
I'd like to talk to you anyway, if you have a minute.
Feel free. 1 minute.
At the time we split, I never really had the chance to say thanks for helping me set up in business. You believed in me, and without that, I'd have given up. I behaved badly, and I'm sorry. You deserve better. What you've got, in fact, a decent bloke like Matt and an idyllic place to live.
Funny how things turn out for the best, isn't it?
Tell Matt I'll call again. But if he wants to get in touch, that's where I'm staying. See you.
Okay, right. Try again. It's no go with the car. We'll have to get IV at the garage onto it.
My neighbour at home was always a whiz at getting it going. It only ever cost me a Victoria sponge.
Oh, Rose, you look exhausted. Look, why don't you go and have a lie down and leave the search for John to me and Wilson?
You?
Wilson's very well connected in nautical circles, so if John Soper has left a trace at all, we will find him, won't we?
You're looking very pleased with yourself.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am.
Yes, well, some people are easily pleased, aren't they?
What are you going to do, Mrs. Brew, when I'm not around to have a go at?
I shall write to you.
We'll make sure you have my new address. Care of the Hebridean Spirit.
What's that?
Cruise ship. I'm leaving.
Leaving here? To go on a cruise?
I was just coming to see
Who's
you.
leaving?
I am.
Of course he isn't. Cruises are for old people.
They're taking the band on as a support act.
Good grief.
We'll be as much deckhands as we are musicians.
Well, how long will you be away for?
Well, not long. A few months?
A few months?
It'll fly past.
Not if it's like the cruise I went on.
Well, what about the festival? I thought you were really looking forward to it.
We're not going till the next day. It'll be like a farewell gig.
Will you be coming back here?
Yeah, of course. If your dad wants me.
I'm not as pleased as you might think. Just as we got you house trained.
Will you tell Matt I'll be up at the tunnels?
Too late. Tell him yourself.
All right.
It was fab. We rode for ages. We wanted to trot. So did Buster. But we had to walk. It was wicked. Becky?
Sorry it's such short notice. Oh, well. What with you about to offer me more responsibility, I feel a bit bad about it.
You think I'd have done any different in your position?
Dunno.
I'd have been on that boat like a shot.
Yeah? Thanks, Matt.
End of the road.
Matron seemed really fond of him, didn't she? What was it she said? A real gent. One of the best.
At least that's something to tell Rose. Not a bad epitaph.
I think she knew that already, though, didn't she?
I suppose so.
Apparently they've still got a daughter living in the area. I asked for her address.
Why?
Well, just thought we might go and have a little talk, you know.
About her father's infidelity?
No, of course not.
Then settle for what we've got and stop meddling.
But it just seems like such a dead end.
Exactly. So let's leave skeletons in their cupboard.
It's a long time since I've been to the picture, Sam. I suppose if your mum and dad say you can go, I might manage it.
Mega!
Have to order a taxi, though. I don't think your father's too keen on my driving.
Rose? Oh, hello. Sam, why don't you go down to the house? Grandad's got something for you.
Did you find out anything?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Oh. He's dead, isn't he?
Oh, I'm really sorry, Rose.
It was to be expected.
Everybody that we spoke to said what a wonderful man he was, though.
Oh, he was. Would have been nice to have spoken to him one last time. Found out if he ever thought about me like I did him.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Mum keeps holiday brochures just to annoy Dad. Comes out in a rash as soon as he sees a pedalo. Ah, got it. The Hebridean Spirit, A World Away.
Oh, rub it in, why don't you, Emma?
Aren't you listening to me?
I came here for some sympathy.
Stop moaning and listen. Right, the Hebridean Spirit is an Aqualine company ship. Well, we can go on the net and find the local office.
Well, then what? Talk them into throwing Danny off?
No. We talked them into taking us on.
What? Well, you gonna answer or what?
It's private.
Well, I can keep a secret.
Yeah? So can I.
What do you mean?
Your appointment to have Botox?
You've been at my dressing table again. And don't think I don't know you've been using my skin cream.
We might as well go somewhere it could do some good.
Hello, Blackpool Inn.
What do you mean, take us on?
Well, we could work on board. Waitressing, bar staff, whatever.
We're too young, aren't we?
We could lie.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, why are you so keen?
Are you kidding? A few months away from those two, who wouldn't be keen?
Mrs. Pendry, I know that you can feel it in your water that he's here, but if he is here, he's entitled to his privacy. Not when her cat's dying. You're not. She says it's got a tumour. She can feel something hot in its stomach.
For heaven's sake, can't a man be left in peace to drink himself stupid if he wants to?
Tony, for goodness sake, she's bedridden. Did you know that? She's on her own and she's bedridden.
What can I do? She lives miles away.
Well, Tony can take you. I can't. I'm too busy.
You what?
You heard.
Hey, do you think I'm a flaming taxi service?
Do you feel it? Can you do anything?
Is the kitchen through here?
Yeah.
It'll be all right. I can tell the way it took its claws into me skin. There's plenty of fight left in it.
Thank you. I'll be all right from here. And thanks again for what you did for me today. Obviously, John had a long and happy life.
Rose? Do you think you did the right thing? Giving up the man of your dreams?
The right thing for everyone but myself. That's the way it was. Tell me, would it be all right for me to stay another day?
Oh, stay as long as you like.
Good. I'm not quite ready to go yet.
Hi, Matt.
Hiya.
Thought I'd drop by and tell you my surveyor will be turning up in the next day or two.
Right.
If you're still interested, that is.
I'd be a fool not to be, wouldn't I?
You want to check out a couple of spots, do some technical stuff.
You don't do that yourself.
Nah, I used to. Most of the time I'm stuck behind my desk.
Out of the rain in a nice warm office.
At everybody's beck and call. Don't knock what you've got here.
Come back in February, say that again.
If the survey confirms what I think, we can go ahead. In the meantime, if you want to know anything, give me a call. I left the number of my hotel up at the house this morning.
All right. Thanks.
That was a wonderful thing you done in there. Oh, just the usual bag of tricks. I'm not having that. What you've got in your hands made all the difference. You're a bit special, Gus.
I used to feel that, certainly, but I lost it somewhere along the line. Can't explain why.
Well, you know, she asked me if I was religious.
And are you?
Well, only when Everton play away. But I don't know now. When we were in there, all the hair stood up on the back of my neck.
Do you think you're getting a bit too involved?
It's just something I want to do.
Yeah, well, you found John Soper's grave, so why do you have to go and see his daughter?
I might learn something. And no matter how small it was, no, Rose would find it really precious.
She really should be back home with her family.
I think that she's just about old enough to decide that for herself, don't you?
Why didn't you tell me Steve Benson called earlier?
I forgot. Well, he said he was going to call back, and he did, didn't he?
Yeah. Those flowers from him.
Yeah.
You forgot those as well, I suppose.
Yeah, I did forget them the same way that I forgot about the bottle of scotch that he brought for you, Matt. He wants to do business with us.
Is it the reason why you're being so funny?
What do you mean?
I've said we don't have to go along with him.
Oh, right, so have you cancelled the order for the tractor parts?
No.
No, well then.
18 and 2 months. Previous experience bar work. In a pub, club or hotel? In a pub. Oh, I more or less run it. You'll be able to supply references? Yes. We like 3, but in view of the short time available, 2 will suffice. You're 18 too? You've done guest house work and packing vegetables.
Yeah, in a B&B and on a farm.
And now you want to see the world.
Yeah. We're not expecting a holiday.
Very wise. The view from a porthole's limited enough, but it's a good deal better than the one our staff get.
She knew we weren't 18. Keep walking. Oh, I nearly died.
We did it! Oh, you're going to spend months away with Danny. Just wait till you tell him.
Get real. We've still got to supply references.
Easy.
Well, how?
We'll do them.
Look, is this really wise, Frank?
Just follow my line, all right? Better still, let me do the talking. Mrs. Plant?
Yeah?
Hi, sorry to bother you. We got your address from the matron at the Cliffview Retirement Home. Basically, we're doing research on the local lifeboat crew, and we found references to your father.
Oh, yeah?
We wondered if maybe we could have a bit of a chat with you.
Dad's there in the centre. He was captain for 5 years.
Dangerous pastime.
Yeah. Never made much fuss about it, though.
Well, he probably didn't want to frighten you.
I suppose so. It wasn't in his character to boast. He was a very modest man.
Where heroes usually are.
We've actually already been speaking to some people. They've sung his praises. Especially a woman. Second World War land girl.
Land girl?
Yeah, she used to work at a farm just a few miles away from here. And...
You mean you've met Rose?
You know her? His wife died before him, but they had a daughter, Sheila. And she told me that, well, after her mum died, he kept a photograph of you till the day that he died. Never stop loving you, Rose.
I don't know what to say.
Well, perhaps you'll think of something to say when you get to meet Sheila, eh?
Hello, Rose.
How lovely to meet you.
I feel I know you already.
All right. How you doing?
Fine. I've got some good news.
Oh, great. What is it?
You'll never guess.
Do I get a clue?
The Hebridean spirit?
Give up.
Me and Emma, we're going with you. We've got jobs as waitresses.
What'd you go and do that for?
Well, what do you think?
Did your dad and Frankie know?
Well, not yet.
Becky,
Well, I thought you'd be pleased. I just want to be with you.
your dad's gonna go mad.
I don't care as long as we're together.
Becky, you know how much I care about you. You're beautiful and clever and you've got your future to think of.
Yeah, mapped out by them.
Look at how I messed up at school. If you do this, they're gonna think I messed you up too.
I don't care.
Do this and we'll never see each other again.
Can we canter? No. Come on, Buster. No, Lucy.
Lucy, listen to Emma.
Go, Buster. Lucy.
Lucy!
Lucy! Go, Buster.
Lucy, pull back! Lucy. Lucy, are you all right, love?
Hey, what are you doing here?
I wanted to ask you some questions about this.
Sure. Come on.
Just a minute. Would you mind explaining the procedure to me just one more time?
This could have waited till I came to the farm.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to be negative in front of Matt. Put my mind at ease anyway, so it's fine.
So you're not opposed to the deal?
Well, whatever Matt wants, fine by me.
You still don't trust me, do you?
What do you think?
I made a mistake, Frankie, and I had to live with it.
Oh, yeah, and it must have been so hard. Eh? What were your prosperous business and your five-star hotels, a flash car, probably a very lovely lady somewhere in the background?
No.
No? What's the problem?
Time, I suppose. Time to meet someone I really like.
Well, make time.
Well, that's what I intend to do.
Rose? Rose? Rose?
Oh, hello.
The taxi's here.
Oh, you know, Sam, I don't know if I can manage it this afternoon.
It's just outside.
Oh, well, in that case, I better have a word with your grandma.
She's right over by the tunnels.
Well, I'll write a note for you to give her. Thank you.
There you go.
Some disaster was bound to happen.
Give over, will you, Jackie? The kid had a bit of a tumble. She's all right, isn't she?
Well, no thanks to you. You shouldn't have accepted the pony as payment. You know nothing about horses.
That's what I said.
It's in the Murphy genes. My granddad knew his horses inside out.
Yes, Tone. That's because you ran a knacker's yard.
Listen, I'm the victim here, you know, not the villain.
How'd you make that out?
Well, I've lost the sale to Matt. Lucy was dead set on that little pony.
I don't believe you.
Honey, by the way, where were you in our hour of need?
What's it got to do with you?
I know. She was giving her face a fix.
What's she talking about?
It doesn't matter, Tony. You wouldn't notice anyway.
I'm all right, Gran. They took loads of x-rays.
How many x-rays, Matt?
I don't know.
Well, they're a danger in themselves.
What's happened?
It's all right. She's fine.
The pony booked and threw her. Spent ages in A&E, haven't we?
Is Sam with you?
No.
I thought you said you might take him to the cinema this afternoon.
Yeah, I did, but I had some shopping to do. Darling, you all right? God, well, why is it booking? I thought it was the next riding school pony.
Well, that's what I couldn't understand. Sam?
Tony tried to get in touch with the previous owner, but he's vanished. So he got hold of one of the stable girls who used to work for him. She suspects it's a rig.
What's that?
It's a pony that's unpredictable because it's been badly gelded.
Well, shouldn't the vet check that out?
Oh, he did. Gus Jackson.
Sorry to hear your girl came a cropper.
Yeah, she's a little bit shaken. Me too. Is it true you examined the horse before the riding school bought it?
Yes, worse luck. They never paid us.
Is that why you did half a job?
Hey, steady on there, Matt.
A stable girl said that pony's a rig.
No, there was nothing definite.
She said it had played up before. Shouldn't be in a riding school, should it?
Well, not if it was a rig, but I wouldn't miss something like that.
Of course he wouldn't.
Even if you examined it after a liquid lunch?
Come again.
You heard.
Come on, Matt, cool down, eh? Have a nice cold drink.
Tony, for years, his judgment has been impaired by booze. Ask his former partners.
I don't need to.
No, because they'd tell you it'd become an embarrassment and an insurance liability.
You know it all, don't you?
They were glad to get rid of you, weren't they? Not before you put my Lucy at risk. Aided and abetted by Mr. Dodgy here.
Well, I tell you what, I'll put money on this man being blameless.
Well, leave it, Tony.
I've seen him work miracles in the last couple of weeks. You're wrong, Matt. And he'll prove it.
Right, where's the pony now?
It's still in the back field.
Well, let's have a look, come on.
Yeah, right.
Look, sport much appreciated, but before you start laying money out, yeah, take a look at this.
What's that?
It's a boiled sweet covered in matted cat hair. It's the tumour I cut off Mrs. Pendry's cat.
Well, there's dozens of other satisfied customers.
But latterly 1 or 2 mistakes as well. Better perhaps if I stayed here.
You get out there and do your stuff, or I'll burn that ruddy sheet from under you. Come on.
Sam! 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 Sam!
Hello? Rose?
Emma was holding the rope.
Yeah. Lucy got bored just walking, so she kicked him into a trot, then into a canter. We shouted for her to pull him back.
So she reined back hard?
Yeah.
To one side?
I'm not sure.
There's the problem. An abscess at the back. Probably causes no bother 99% of the time, but when the bit is yanked at a certain angle...
What about the gelding?
It was done fine. But perhaps you'd like a second opinion? Course of antibiotics should clear up the abscess, after which he'll be a credit to any riding school.
Suppose I owe you an apology.
Probably. But pay the charity box instead.
Sorry. Hello?
Matt, can't find Sam.
Well, Gus, thanks to you, that horse is now a saleable asset. Hey, for a while there, I thought it was headed for the glue factory.
Along with me, eh?
Oh, give over. Matt was talking a load of rubbish.
Well, he won't listen.
It's not true. I have listened to you and others. In fact, another practice has offered me a job.
Brilliant.
Gus, that's fantastic.
I said no.
What for?
Why, Gus?
Matt wasn't entirely wrong, was he?
Oh, give over. Since you've retired, the phone's never stopped ringing. They can't all be wrong, can they? Look, you've got to do the rehab course, haven't you? OK, so clean your act up and then get back to doing what you do best. And I don't mean that. And ring them people and tell them you will take the job.
All right. All right. No harm in giving it a go. Oh, but just so's you know, if you don't look after that lovely woman, she'll be going home with me.
Hey, just you try it, Gus. Hey?
Rose Taylor.
Yeah.
According to her family, she's an octogenarian runaway. She went missing just as they were about to put her in a home.
Oh, well, we've lost Sam.
What?
Have you found him yet?
No, Jim's here to try and find Rose. Apparently her family reported her missing. Hang on a minute. Maybe they're together.
Well, who's seen her last?
I did a couple of hours ago. Why don't you ring Sheila?
Well, at least she didn't take a car.
Saw a chap getting out of a first-class compartment. When he came to give up his ticket, it was only third class. I told him he'd have to pay the excess, and then he turned nasty, and I had to send for Mr. Saunders.
That got him good, ain't they?
Oh, he ticked him off. You pay the balance at once, he says, or I'll hand you over to the police. You ought to have seen the look on the chap's face at the mention of the word police.
Right, got that, thanks. Taxi picked him up about 2 hours ago and dropped him at a toy shop in town.
I felt the touch of his hand on my shoulder for a moment. And then he walked away. Away out of my life forever.
Rose?
Darlie still went on talking, but I wasn't listening to her. I was listening for the sound of his train starting. Then it did.
They came as soon as you phoned. The assistant remembers them. Rose bought Sam a toy, but it was quite a while ago.
I'll strangle him when I get hold of him.
Where now? There.
It's finished. Look what Rose bought me.
Sam, we've been worried sick about you.
We left tonight.
Where?
On your desk.
Mum.
She's asleep.
Come on, Sam.
We left the note. Honest.
All right, come on.
So sorry, she was such a lovely lady.
Yes. She told me what I'd thought for a long time.
She was your mother.
You guessed. My other mother couldn't have children, but she refused to divorce my father, so Rose agreed to let them bring me up as their own. Probably for the best. I'm just so grateful I got to meet her. Thank you. Thanks for everything.
It's a bit short. We'll put emergency in there. Disaster sounds a bit pessimistic. Go away!
Oh, fair enough. No, I'm sorry, Emma can't come to the phone at the minute. This is her mum, though. Can I help? The Hebridean spirit. Well, yes, it is a bit of a surprise. No, they haven't mentioned it. Sorry? Sorry? She's 16. Well, yes, I am sure. I was actually at the birth. Rebecca, yes, I know Rebecca. No, Rebecca's 15. Oh, what a shame. Legal requirements, eh? Well, I understand. Okay, I'll tell them. Thanks very much for calling. Bye-bye. Sorry, girls. Your ship's been torpedoed.
Thank you. As some of you know, this is our last gig on dry land for a while, so thanks for turning up to see us off. This last number is dedicated to someone very special. Becky, this is for you.
I've been down and I'm wondering why these little black clouds keep walking walking around with me. With me. It wastes time and I'd rather be high. Think I'll walk me outside of my rainbow smile, but be free. We're all free. This may be tomorrow. I'll find my way home.
What you did for Rose was lovely.
Oh, I just wish you'd got here sooner. Could have spent more time together.
Well, at least you went out on a high. I'd live with that.
You were right. I was being funny. I think it was seeing Steve again. It was more of a shock than I realised. It opened up our wounds.
You all right now?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good. OK, don't shout.
What?
I promised Lucy we'd get the pony for her. And I also happened to speak to the builder about Becky's room. She needed cheering.
Oh, Matt, we haven't even signed anything yet.
Well, we've been strapped for so long. Just felt good making plans again.
I found my way. I found my way. I found my way home.
2 months is an age.
It'll go really quickly.
For you, maybe. You won't forget me, will you, Danny?
I won't forget you.
And you're right.
I've said all right.
3 pages minimum.
Come here.
Hiya.
Hiya.
I've been biding my time.
Right.
It's all right. Matt went that way.
You didn't tell him about our meeting, did you?
No. Would it matter if I did?
Oh, no.
You want to dance?
Okay.
Say, I wonder if he appreciates just how lucky he is. Well, if it wasn't for my stupidity, we'd never have met you.
Yeah, looking for me, then.
Don't you miss the city just a little bit?
I don't have time to miss it.
Then take your own advice. Make time.
To do what? Hang on to the past? I don't think so.
I've forgotten what a great dancer you are.
Such a shame you didn't like keeping step.
Ouch. You're still wearing that perfume.
No, come on. This is not going to happen.
What?
This.
It already has for me.
No, Steve, you are not just turning up here now by chance and ruining things for me.
It wasn't by chance.
What do you mean?
I recognised your name on a file and decided to check the site out for myself.
Why?
Curious, I suppose, but when I saw you, it was a surprise.
Well, why, if you expected to see me here?
Because I realised what for years I've been trying to forget.
Oh, please.
I'm still in love with you, Frankie. Completely and utterly in love with you.
Not a bad evening.
Yeah. Nearly everyone seemed to enjoy himself.
It wasn't planned what I said, but I meant it.
That's me about done it.
Hear me out, Frankie, please. I'm still in love with you.
What's the damage?
Hard to say.
Right, that's it. I'm not having him here again.
Tony!
No.
Right.
Will you come home with me?